That's what I said, John.
It's always got to be
That's what I
us.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Shout out to Troop Luck again. Great voice lines this year,
We
good
love
sir.
it, Triple R.
Very, very good
Love it.
stuff. And for Nemesis, they've been pumping out some good content as well. I haven't been seeing Wildcard pop out too much because it's mainly on Facebook, but Nemesis has some good stuff. They've got their content creator out there as well. Someone called Brigida from a caster elsewhere in a different game, like. But we're spreading into Dota. This is the reverse osmosis I was looking for. So hopefully that gets more people in.
Yeah.
You know, it's the return, Mikey. I mean, well, Nemesis. It would be better if they were winning. Well, I'll say that.
Well, oh, hold on a minute. I'll see why. He's just going to stand here comfortably. Jing has his smoke broken. We'll eventually realize they are up on the high ground and will not run into them. He'll be just fine. You are in another situation where it does feel like Wildcard are more than happy to fight level 1. Keep in mind as well, like, RCY is going for the classic misanthropy facet, which is going to make life really annoying for Mac. Like, if you get chased down by this Leshrac, you go too far on the laning stage, it's going to be a painful experience.
And it is. It's just, and again, it's not just the lane. It's this combination later on when you get decrept up. You're just going to get absolutely run down by RCY with that Pulse Nova running. So there's a lot to be concerned about. And the mid matchup is just not going to be amazing, I wouldn't expect from Mac. He can still play the denies. He can still play around with the enchant totem. I think what we saw from Nothing to Say in his adjustment, going in all in on, say, Aftershock, could be the way to go in matchups that aren't great. We'll see if Mac has the same idea later on. But RCY certainly does have a very happy time ahead of him here in this mid. Shouldn't be too hard for Lesh to just get some free damage off, and especially once level 2, level 3 is up, things can start to go his way quite fast if you're not too careful. Very keen on seeing how the side lanes are managed this time around, though. Now, last time around, we were seeing a little bit more of a struggle for Akashi on his bot, and this lane doesn't feel like it's that much easier down bot for the Weaver. Right, like, it is maybe a bit more passive to play into Clockwork Lycan. Like, this is not the most active combination in the world, so you shouldn't be under too much pressure, but you also take some risks when you will try to Shikuchi around with just the area control of the cogs. At the least, there's some consistent zoning that can come in here from Eris with the usage of Arcane Curse, so you can hold them back quite a fair bit here, at the least. But the key thing is Akashi has to find much more stable form. I think he has to get that ball rolling, keep it rolling, and get the build-up he'd want. Get some key timings. Looks like the Falcon Blade build-up here, maybe a quick Dragonlance or Yasha afterwards as well. Or even the Urn, if you want to be ultra-aggressive early on. Could lead to some openings if they get that ball rolling.
Absolutely. The bottom lane, a bit of action breaking out. Akashi getting really low on that Weaver, trying to be a little bit aggressive towards Fade. Thing is, once you've got the Helm of the Iron Will on Fade, he is probably just not going to be scared whatsoever of this Weaver anymore. So trying to apply the pressure while you still got the chance. And of course, you're going to have a couple points in Feral Impulse as well to make matters even worse. So Kashi, props to him for trying to be aggressive. The thing is, if you get caught in the cogs with a Sentry or a Dust, it's you're not very tanky as a Weaver. So you've got to be a little bit cautious as to how aggressive you want to play this laning stage.
Yeah. Just have to think twice. At least they do have the Sentry usage down to ensure that control stays their way. Last lane up top, we were seeing a lot of heavy pokes on. And it's almost the same story as game 1. Yamsen, at the least this time, isn't clearing out the creep waves as quickly on Abaddon in comparison to what the Tide can do with Anchor Smash, but it's still a very free lane so far for the Abba. Melee matchup into Darkseer tends to be awkward, but you don't have a strong Darkseer combination here for Raven.
Fade dropping low, but the chase is on now from Bignum. He wants to try for this Cogs, and he's got it with the Wolves out. Akashi is gonna go down. They were baiting with that the Healing Lotus. They were just waiting for Fade to try and move in there and contest, and well, sadly, they weren't anticipating Bignum to just run out of it and chase Akashi down. But there you go, a quick kill here for the side of Wildcard, and that's already spelling some really bad news for Nemesis.
It is. They get consistent control with pulls as well. They try to stall out this lane as much as possible. At least it doesn't fully pull in this time around. The spawn's coming in. And again, for the side of Nemesis, I mean, it doesn't feel like enough has changed since game 1. At least the mid matchup for Mac, looking back to it, is a lot more even. So this Shaker is applying the pressure, is playing around with a 1-1-2 build. Again, going back to what we've been seeing from day one with Nothing to Say in particular. Just looking for Aftershock, looking for some soft harassment, ensuring that RCY can't just run up and try to diabolic edict him to death, is paying back dividends. He has a game. He's not lagging too far behind. The triangle is in their control. I mean, there are some sentries being dropped now by Speed. There are some stacks built up, but they've already got the early vision down as well to try to contest later on if they go out the opportunity. This is something that Nemesis need to be in very tight control of. Like, they can't afford to give away this flash farm that can pop in for Mac as we roll into, say, 6 minutes and level 6 coming in for these mids. And they are much better now at covering all of these sentries. They get the D wards off, they keep that control, and if you're a Wildcard, you can afford to get the stacks up, you can clear it yourself, but you need to find that timing now for the side of Wildcard later on.
Absolutely. Mid lane. So we could see a bit of aggression. Speed is thinking about rotating, but instead, no, he is just scouting out the triangle, seeing what's going on here. Plenty of information being provided by Speed. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's
Mac?
your Leshrac just chasing down Mac, and my God.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Speed
Oh,
here.
well, we talked about it in the draft. Like, he's got the misanthropy. Like, it's misanthropy, however you want to pronounce it. And it's just, at level 3 Diabolic Edict, you are just going to melt. No chance in hell.
No. Really no chance. At the least, again, the tower pushing does slow down because of that lack of tower damage, but you'll take the kills every single time. Again, it's just really great positioning from RCY to cut off that escape route, knowing how strong he is. Has the Pulse Nova now to play with as well. And again, it's almost the same story as game one. It's a little bit more even. You're not lagging too far behind now on the rest of your course. Akashi is doing a great job down bot, despite those initial difficulties he is finding farm. And Fade is having a much slower game on that Lycan. But the conditions are still set. And it's just a matter of fighting around a 6-minute rune. You're already set up on Wildcard. You're not even looking to contest right now on the side of Nemesis. So a free amp damage rune for RCY. And they can go hunting. They've got the numbers here if they'd want, or just look for a straightforward push if they'd want.
Not the amp damage as well. Oh, it's going to be painful depending on where RCY wants to go. But I think they'll just take the stacks, right? You got an amp damage, you may as well. And they'll do it. Speed will help out with another blast. And this is what you're going to love about Speed. He's got the fundamentals down pat. Like, the way he's making these map rotations, he's finding all this information for his team, and now they've just got a freebie. Jing, what were you thinking? Get out of there, Jing.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Speed here.
And they just...
Yeah.
It is indeed your boy
best
Speed.
voice lines. They've got the best voice lines. You know, these two teams. You know, Wildcard, a little bit of a yeehaw. I wish we'd see that used more. But that's a fun one.
Oh, bot trying. They think that RCY is not going to be there. He's rotated over Fade. He's baiting them in. This could be so dangerous. Cogs is there to lock them down as well.
No. Oh, Kashi.
Oh, the bait. The bait is perfect. Yeah. Yeah, it's your boy Speed, John.
It's our boy Speed. You know, there's some funny stuff we forgot to mention. No, he's not even there, but it's our boy Speed. I forgot that this is a 1 versus 5 Filipino match. We're going to bring back that old copy pasta from 3 years back in the DPC.
You only need one, John.
Hey, that theory's working out. So far.
Yeah.
So far,
Savage
it's been a rough
Savage
show.
had something going. He knew.
To be fair,
Savage knew the whole time.
To be fair, Savage did lose with what, 1 Filipino as well. So hey, you know, it's it didn't work out there, but statistically,
What can you do?
could work out here.
Statistically,
Who knows?
he's still right in the long term, John. We've got to get some more data before we can confirm. Look at the charts.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Power and Regen's going to be there for RCY. I'm sure he'll enjoy that very much. Jing, I wouldn't recommend getting too close. Just leave. It's not a good idea right now. Not against this guy. Leave him alone.
No. Again, this movement from Wildcard has just been so clean. Going out for another smoke with RCY, not quite level 6 yet on Bignum, but it doesn't even feel necessary. And they can just play whatever they want. It's the same situation as game 1, where Yamson's left on an island up top, farming away all he'd want here on the Abaddon into that Radiance timing. Fade already has that Dominator up and can just run around.
I apologize for interrupting again. John, hold that thought, because now I've interrupted myself to cast this fight. Eris has been caught out and is definitely not making it out. He's gone. I've just wanted to say, John, I really like the fact that RCY is just rushing Blink on Lesh. Because if you look at the draft of Nemesis, what are they going to do when he blinks in with that edict? They can't do anything. Nobody can fight back.
No.
It's actually a genius rush here from RCY.
Yeah. I think he understands what he has to do. He has two things to cover him if they are jumping as a team. He can follow up for the clockwork. He has the aphotic shield if he needs it. He has the decrypt on him if he needs it as well. So there's a lot of safety nets to allow this blink rush on the Lesh to just naturally come about. Getting that free siege down bot would fade along this Dark Troll Summoner. And Eris is going to hang around to try to slow it down a tad bit, but that push is going to go quick if you don't really have a straightforward response here on Nemesis. 0-6 start for Wildcard. They are chasing Yamson up top, though.
They are. Yamson, though, he's a tanky boy. The rotations are there. Not even necessary, really. He's even got the helm of the, or rather, not his own helm of the Dom. That is the helm of the Dom of the Darks here, of course. Raven being a nuisance. Almost surprised Yamson didn't want to pick one up himself, but he's going the same Radiance build-up, which, you know, in fairness, again, I don't think there's going to be much contest for it. Chase is on for Jing. Jing gets hookshot. Very nice from Bignef. And with the edict, they'll try to fear him back. They do get away with it as well because he didn't go for the stun first. And so they will not find the kill on Jing. Very nice escape. However, the fight does continue. RCY, he's not letting these stacks get taken for free. In fact, he wants them themselves. He will take a bit of a 100 gold bonus. Take some ancients while he's at it. Blink is up now. And this is literally a game, I do believe, where he can blink into anybody and just kill them with Edict right now. And I'm sure we're about to see it. In fact, Mac's got a sentry. He'll be safe. He'll jump in fact, trying to kill himself, but he's got no Echo to play with. This is very dangerous, Mac. No Echo. Vacuum back isn't really going to help. They're trying. In fact, they've made it happen. They've made it happen. They'll lose Raven, but it will work out in the end. Happy days for Nemesis. Speed trying to fight back against Akashi, forcing a global silence, but he will go down. Nemesis will find a good trade.
Yeah, they make that work out excellently for them, just in the right spot at the right time here for Mac. The damage not quite overflowing as they couldn't really layer their spells properly this time around for Wildcard with that coverage coming in from Nemesis. Even the healing from Speed, it's nice, but you know, it's level 1. You're not healing through all of that burst available on the Shaker. And you are finding openings. Again, big difference for Nemesis is your lanes aren't crushed as hard. They are still not the best. They are trying again on Yamson, but
that's a very hard target. Yeah, Yamson. Yeah, he's got speed right behind him anyway. So even if you get through the borrowed time, it's still not going to be that simple as they take down Jing just so quickly. Chasing now for Raven, who's already popped his Surge. There is going to be a Lycan Wolf form popped as well. Looks like Fade's going to go for a run down bottom, and they can't kill him. Meanwhile, Raven, he will go down. RCY, you kind of just forget he has that blinker. So the Surge just does nothing against him, and once he gets within range, you're just dead. The Edict's too much damage.
And it is a little bit of a miscast, I suppose, in the vacuum as well there from Raven. Not sure if it would have saved him anyhow. Oh.
Power root. Bignum. He's going to take it anyway. This could be a nice setup. He's got Hook in 5. He has got Hook in 5, and they don't even need it, Jonathan. And I'm asking the same question RCY is asking right now. Why even try? As the stun is out, they see him, of course. John, there was wolves chasing him.
Oh, God. Okay.
Are you okay? A very important question being asked here in this game number 2. Thank you, Speed, for your input, by the way.
Yeah.
Speed, we appreciate it.
Yeah, he just jumps in. Hey, it's your boy Speed here. I love it. This is the kind of game. This is the game we were fantasizing about in the DPC, Mikey. All the way back. This is what we're looking for. Speed spamming his voice lines, and we've got it. And we've got the Philippine voice line used against all of us here, against Nemesis, against me. It's working wonders.
Awesome.
3-11. Yamson is still free farming. He could. You know, no, he could, because you know, once the Filipinos are out and if he's still in, he is our only hope. You know, he can. If he crushes Nemesis, he's got to go all the way. That's it. That's the condition here, Mikey.
There you go.
It's got to go
That's
true.
it. Just win RCY. If you want to go back home, you have to win. Well, you stay in NA. You think about what you did there. Anyway, Nemesis, they're not out of this game at all. I mean, it's certainly a much better game than game one. 3K advantage, though, standing for Wildcard, and they're waiting. Fade, rather Bignum moves in. Double hook shot as well, both supports. They need some help, though. They are going to pop the global silence. They're all grouping up here, trying to just survive as Mac does move in, but here comes the big problem. The Leshrac jumps in. Speed's still going. Speed, he'll get feared up, trying to run away. Meanwhile, there's a Lycan creep chasing down poor old Jing. And Jing will die.
Akashi?
They will actually find Akashi.
Guys, it's your boy Speed here.
Speed will happily die for Akashi's life, Jonathan. And that he does.
Yeah, that's a nasty bit of work. I think that was just the nether ward on the time lapse right before.
Oh.
Akashi just feeling like he could run out of range, dives in deep for that kill, and they lose out once more. Look, you are gaining some gold back here on Nemesis. It's just not enough to offset this advantage you have on Wildcard, where they're just ramping up. Radiance is flying in now for Yamson. You have to deal with all of that now on the Abaddon. You've got the full Overlord up on Fade, of course, and RCY starting to go for more damage. Kaya up, going for the BKB just to ensure he's not going to be pinned down whatsoever. Bignum's been playing like an absolute maniac, just jumping in on this clock, knowing that his team always has his back. And for Nemesis, I mean, look, their team fight potential is massive, but we haven't seen it come out yet. Mac's been pretty conservative with his slam usage. Like, compare that to what we were seeing from, say, again, nothing to say yesterday on his Shaker. He would use Echo Slam just to prop Aftershock on his short, right? Like, that's how willing he was to look for every opportunity with his facet. We're not seeing the same opportunities line up for Mac yet. And I know when you play a Shaker, you're looking for these plays. You know, you're looking for these opportunities. You've got to find them. Because if not, you're hanging back, you're farming. You can farm quick, but it just doesn't feel good in here that really wants to crush early with teamfight.
Oh, bottom, they're going to see Eris. Fade, he's been so good on this Lycan hero ever since we were casting in a DPC. You know, he's just always looking around with these micro heroes, trying to find some targets. And as you can see, Akashi not very welcome as Raven will die top lane. Akashi, I think we'll be okay, John, but I'm worried. I am worried about him. You know, there's been a few instances, and these wolves are still looking, John. Like, Fade's still just microing all the wolves to get all the vision. Do they see him? They'll see the silencer. So they'll go after Eris. There is some help incoming from the north, but Eris is certainly dead, as Mac is going to be around now with the Echo Slam available, though. Akashi, you got to be careful here. He does have time left. He'll pop the Echo as well, and Akashi will be fine, but can Mac get out of there? He certainly can. No TP. So a 1-for-1 trade, certainly favorable for Nemesis. They need any kill they can get right now is a good kill. But it's still towers being taken here, John. It's not like they're not finding objectives anyway.
No. It doesn't stop that siege.
Okay, they're going to try for Bignum. Bignum being locked down, should be dead, but has hook shot, and he's going to use it. Very nice hook. TP away, and he'll make it.
Oh.
No problem. Didn't even flinch.
Ooh, it's getting tricky for the side of Nemesis for sure. I mean, I'm glad we finally saw a slam from Mac, even if it's just commitment onto speed. Again, that's a lot of gold Speed hangs onto.
Look at Eris, though. He's been spotted again. Like, he can't move on the map.
No.
RCY is going to wait, jump in. Thank you very much. And he misses the stun on Akashi, thankfully for him. So nothing else to come of that. But had he landed the stun on Akashi too, I think he might have just been dead on top.
Oh yeah, but just a little hit and run. The timing now for RCY going into the BKB, pretty much just a part way, is terrifying. How do you stop him? Your main threat is really just maybe trying to right click and chain stun RCY at this point. Not going to happen once that's up. A bit of a fight again.
Yeah, Janssen's got the full radiance, so he can just kind of run Jing down here. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Fear out. Do they have enough? Hook shots available, but Bignum's lost vision, I think. He should see him very soon, though. And he will. See you later, Jing. Very nice map movement read here from Bignum. Meanwhile, bottom, Akashi, he's popped the time lapse. TP's incoming. Bignum still has that hook shot available. This could be dangerous. Akashi. Oh, the hook. It's perfect.
Oh, no.
I gotta say, Wildcard, they are just outplaying them. Like, it is... The way they're moving across the map here, John, it really feels like a pub. It really feels like they're playing a pub.
It does. And you ever played you think about your time playing NA pubs, Mikey? It's a different beast. You see, you're seeing how they might be running around here. I mean, they are. Have you tried playing in NA pubs? It's a coin flip. Sometimes your team plays like this. Sometimes it's like Nemesis. This is an NA pub reality.
Can't be worse than those Western European pubs, John. I'll tell you, I had an experience there once. It wasn't very fun. They said SCA was bad, but I've never seen toxicity like that in my life. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, no.
Anyway, it's bad. You know why? Because if you trash talk, I'm okay with it. But don't throw the game. That's just weakness.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just weakness. Pure. Oh, hold a minute. This could be big. Jump in. Echo's there. Mac with the setup. He found 2 targets, but Fade's not dead yet. He's still walking out of there, and now RCY to jump in, just throw his back in the middle of all of them. Raven's in trouble. Fade has somehow walked out, and Mac's also going down. He'll survive for now, but not against Speed. Speed will just make it happen. Akashi's still running, but they're starting to come in from the north. He'll get the time lapse. Run, Akashi. Just run. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it.
No.
A full team wipe. I mean, they started off pretty well as well. It just, the follow-up's not there, John.
No. It's not quite. And again, it almost feels like that coordination issue we were seeing game 1, still somewhat there for the side of Nemesis. This time, Mac is willing to go in. He gets a decent slam out. It's not massive, but he isolates the back line. This time, it's like Akashi's not close enough. Look at Akashi's position. He's still in the triangle. Like, if he's there Shikuchiing using his shard, they would have found that kill on Fade. They might have been able to clean up more. But he comes into the fight pretty late. They don't get the cleanup they need. And it's just a turnaround. RCY Fade staying alive, getting these towels off, cutting down the damage, allows them to stay longer in that engagement. And you need all of these parts working together. Just like game 1, Mac's not... this time it's not Mac, it's Akashi who's just maybe not getting the memo, maybe looking for a little bit more farm, not expecting that fight to start as quickly as it did right there.
I mean, I genuinely mean this when I say it. Wildcard was completely outclassing Nemesis right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are literally just outclassing them. And I feel like people are really underestimating how good Wildcard could be as a team. Because all the fundamentals are there. It just feels like a lack of experience at this point, to be honest with you.
That does. And they've had a full year of experience, right? They've gone to a few lands now. They've managed to beat Shopify here and there.
They're doing good.
Yeah, and it's been better and better every single time we've seen them on the LAN. And it's showing up in this match for sure. 7-24, they've had a slower start. 0-4 overall, 0-2 in series. Now they're just set to maybe find 2-0.
Poor old Era. So he's just had the worst possible game against Fade. Fade is having the time of his life here, John. He has just been terrorizing this poor silencer. And as I said, I mean, we saw this from Fade back in NADPC a few years ago. He really, like, nothing's changed. This guy is just such a menace when it comes to these micro off lanes. And you had the Beastmasters, you had the Lycans. It's all just very revolting when it comes to Fade. And now the Roshan, of course, beginning for the side of Wildcard. And, well, there'll be no contest, Jonathan. You can't contest them right now.
No, I mean, you have no choice. You can't fight into just how strong RCY is. He still has his BKB at 9 seconds as well. Like, this guy can just stand center. Like, top tier 1 still standing somehow. For Wildcard at 23 minutes in. It's set to fall with Creep Wave Shove. But that's how rough the circumstance is. Mid still healthy. Bot still healthy as well. Map control, it's not swinging your way anytime soon on Nemesis. And for the side of Wildcard, I mean, again, it's just been clean gameplay. Like, they've made very few mistakes. They've been very on point with how they work as a team. Their itemization has been pretty clean as well. They just kind of need to maximize this Aegis now. Can they look for an opportunity to go from tier 2 to high ground after a pickoff?
Yeah, they can. Ignum, a beautiful hook shot. He's got the vision just constantly from Fade. And this is no part of the map safe. Like, these wolves have just been running across the whole place. As Akashi surely is going to be okay, and he will be for now. Thankfully, RCY will lose vision of him. But it's just nowhere on the map is safe. Not even if you're a core, not even if you're the offlane Darkseer. Just there's always a wolf watching, and there's just not enough sentries to just sentry the whole map. You're always being watched here by this like.
And you are.
Look, he can't even get his creep out there, John.
Yeah.
The wolves are even just chasing the creep down now. It's just very rude, isn't it?
And it is. And it speaks overall onto the overall vision game for Wildcard. It's the Wolves, it's the rocket flares coming in, it's this great sentry usage, it's their great coverage, always having something ready so Akashi can sneak out as well. They're just, again, they're playing as a unit so damn well.
Jing. Jing's been scouted. They saw him. See you later, Jing. I'm genuinely not sure what the idea was. I think maybe he farmed the creep wave. It's not worth saving the Warpine Raider, I dare say.
No.
It's
False out,
gonna
at
die.
least.
I mean, you got a big lump of farm coming for Raven, but you know, I don't think it's gonna be that game changing at this point.
No. You know what? If Mac would slam that, I would show a lot of respect for that. You know, take all of that for him. Yeah, they'll leave it to Raven or the creep. Yeah, it would be funny. Unlike that.
It would be. Yeah, that wasn't very funny, was it, John? Eris will go down again. I'm very impressed with Wildcard because they're just making this look too easy. Like, this is too one-sided.
I mean, look.
This Nemesis, they were finding 2-1s yesterday.
Yeah, 1-2s, but yeah, they were finding series games off of strong teams.
John.
I know. And
We
know
all
it's
know they
bad.
win, John. Yeah.
You know it's bad when the voice lines stop coming in because they know it's kind of getting a little bit of. They know it's a bit much to use voice lines from your 7 to 28 until maybe when
relax.
you're GGing out, it comes out. But right now, like, all right, this is looking. Yeah, this is. Are they okay? Instead of memeing with a voice line, they're actually asking, "Are you guys feeling all right? This is, well, what's going on?"
Jing. Oh, he's gonna see him too. Bigman. Hook. Not yet. He'll wait. Looking for the angle. Rotovator's gonna be there. Oh, misses the hook. Very nice sidestep from Jing. Can't hesitate. But he's got the jetpack into the cogs. TP away. Oh, he's not gonna make it. Meanwhile, top Akashi. He'll keep running, and it'll be okay. It looks like he'll make it out just barely, but the chase continues. They'll leave him alone. He's okay. But there's a wolf right behind him. They haven't even lost vision. John, look at this. He's still being watched. So annoying.
Oh, man. At the least for Akashi, he's just a recipe away from full BKB, and that's going to save him from all of this control, from the Orchid coming out, just ensuring he won't get the time lapse off. He's got a safety net once that's up. It's just a matter of, can you put all of these moving pieces together? Can you actually execute that team fight that we've been looking for almost 2 games now from Nemesis? It just doesn't feel like, again, that they've been on the same page. Maybe they're hungry. Mac was asking Walgo what chicken or beef for whatever reason. Then we got Yamson shooting back in with some burger choices and stuff. So maybe there's a little bit of hunger, literal hunger on Nemesis, and it's leading to some out of sync decision making. Hopefully, that hunger is slowly being satiated by playing some Dota 2, and they bring some team fight out. Not yet, but maybe.
Well, they've got the Yasha Kai now available on Mac. I mean, he's certainly got a crap ton of damage with that Echo Slam, but you've got to land it first. We haven't seen any huge vacuum slam combinations either, which, in fairness, it has been very hard to find those opportunities. Yamsun is rushing Dagon, apparently.
I like that. Burst down Akashi,
Okay.
You've got Decrep, use it,
True.
maximize this,
True.
maximize speed. I mean, they don't have anything like they actually don't have a pipe on Raven, as he did go for the Guardian Greaves for some self-dispel into the Ags. So, magic damage will scale, purely because there's no magical barriers to deal with here, for some reason.
That's fair. At least they have ventured on the map now, Nemesis. They're back down to the southern side of the map. They'll get a bit of farm in for their time. Problem is the rest of the map is just completely owned by Wildcard. I mean, basically holding on to about 90% of the map right now. Wildcard feeling absolutely no reason to try and rush this game. And well, in fairness, they are 1 item away from having the Hex up for RCY. And even after that, you may as well just... Oh, no. Jing. Oh, Eris, rather. He's going to be okay. They won't see him. But I was going to say, John, is you're probably going to be waiting for Roshan anyway before you try to make any kind of high ground moves or big team fight attempts.
Yeah. you just kind of need to chill out. I mean, 7 to 29, 20k lead. You're not in a rush on Wildcard. The opportunity for Nemesis is literally if they get 5-man wipe. So there's a lot of caution here in the wind for Wildcard to just kind of play it safe. Again, some safety nets up for Nemesis. BKB up for Akashi is a big step forward. You're going to get a BKB up on Mac relatively soon as well. So two of these cores at least won't care too much for the damage coming in from RCY. It becomes a matter of, will you care about the damage coming in from Yamsen and especially Fade? His right click has been extremely high with Nullifier up and whenever Shapeshift is up and running as well. Raven? Akashi?
Akashi? Well, he's going to be okay for now. Actually, just trying to chase down Bignum. There is help incoming, though. Bignum, he's going to survive, and now the heck's out.
That's a gem?
Yes, I can't. That. Oh, it's a gem as well? Oh, no. Well, that's not good news if you're a Nemesis fan, but great news if you're a Wildcard fan. Fantastic news, even.
I mean, the fact that they don't even find that kill on Bignum is pretty demoralizing. Sure, and
Jing.
Jing.
See you later. Yeah. Pretty, You know what? With all these deaths, John, they have time to get on YouTube and go to Game Leap. Speed's got some guides. I think we, could make some improvements while the game's going on. It's your boy Speed, John.
It is our boy Speed. And I was gonna say, this reminds me of when we were, when I'd watch like Geek Fam and Kukuis with Jing on it, right? And there's one time I think I was community casting with like Armel, and he very specifically said on Jing that in games like this, you really can tell that Jing probably enjoys melee supports way more. And he always says that. Like when Jing's doing really rough on a range support like this, he's like, yeah, Jing on melee is way better. And I don't know if that's completely true. I feel like we've seen good range support heroes from Jing, obviously, from those qualifier games, but it's not showing up in this game so far. At least.
I mean, we've certainly seen some very nice performances here from Jing, but yeah, certainly this game has felt rather unimpactful for now. I can't really see it getting too much better with the way things are going. Top lane, Akashi and Mac are hanging around. So Fade's going to just start on the Tormentor by himself and should be able to get away with it. Might be a little bit on the closer end, but he does get there. So Speed has a free shot up now on the Pugna. Very annoying with the life drain and Nether Ward. And again, there's just absolutely no necessity.
He just
he's straight up rushing Dagon as RCY kills off Mac. RCY's got Mac here, John down at the bottom lane. And Yamsun feeling like he's not even required. He's playing Dagon Abaddon.
You know what it is?
I was genuinely...
Yeah?
What is it, John? Tell me, give me a reason why he's picked it.
The spell lifesteal. You have Radiance, you have your Borrowed Time, Immolation, DPS. He's gonna be 100 all the time. Whether you hit him or not, he's gonna heal up with his Dagon spell lifesteal. So hey, that's the mindset. You can't kill him.
No. Genius. Absolutely genius mentality there, John. I think it's the salt in the wound from Yamsen. He's just one of those guys, He just likes to really ensure you're not having a good time. Because there's been a lot of times he hasn't had a good time, John. So he wants to feel what it's like to be the big dog. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's funny to think about it as well, talking about North American Southeast Asia in this matchup. Yamsen has gone through a journey not dissimilar to what Natsumi went through, right? Like Natsumi pause 1, doesn't qualify for stuff. Same thing with Yamsen. And then he switched for a while. If you remember, he was like pause 5 for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Right before going back to pause 1 here in Wildcard, and he's having his revenge run. Didn't quite get Natsumi's full revenge run, but he did go to some lands as pause 1, so there is that. It's a funny parallel. It's just interesting to think about. All these little things.
Yeah, he's got enough gold for the Dagon 5 if he wants it. It looks like he might save the buyback gold, to be fair. Be a bit responsible against the Yamsen. And there you go. T2 tower backs off. I mean, there's no need again to rush anything. They've got 4 minutes on the agency for RCY. They understand that they can just keep the farm game going. RCY. He had a Shadow Blade queued up, John, on the left
Yep.
rack. He has changed it for a Refresher Orb, but he did have a Shadow Blade queued up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Not going to be having that now.
I appreciate it. Just wanting a way to sneak into these fights as well. Just having more mobility options, a disengage option as well. Maybe a potential break, which would be annoying if he went Silver Edge. Strange, but annoying for sure. You know what Yamson would really want right now? He'd really love a Cloak of Flames, wouldn't he? Think about all that burn damage. Radiance, pop borrowed time for burn, Cloak of Flames on top.
He's going Ethereal Blade Aether Lens too on the Abaddon. He's going Aether Lens Ethereal Blade. What? Yamson, stop. Stop it.
I like it. I like it. You know what this is? It's let RCY dive in. We've got Radiance Burn and Immolation Burn from Borrowed Time. Let's just burn them to death. That's a mindset here.
Jump in. RCY's already there. Mac is forced to back away. Oh, Akashi. Be careful, sir. He'll BKB walk out of it. Global Silence also forced out. There's a big vacuum and the slam. Oh, there it is. They make it happen. They make it happen. That's what we needed, Jonathan. Does it change anything? I think it should. That should be a lot of golden XP.
And it is. It's 4.8k swing back the way of Nemesis. Allows them to finish up some more items. Gets a progression on Mac for this full Aeon disc. And for the side of Wildcard, maybe a little bit disrespectful with how they were poking and prodding there. They did manage to force resources out from Akashi, but he played the bait very well to drag Wildcard in. And they get to stay in this game for Nemesis. I mean, if they can find that two more times over, they will get the damage. Oh.
I was thinking about Akashi, but doesn't quite get there for the Hex out. Well, there you go. I mean, you've got something to be wary of. Like, here we go again. You'll see the replay. Raven finally seeing the angle for a nice five-man vacuum, and well, that's all they really needed at the end of the day. Because Akashi getting relatively low at the start. Gets away. And we'll see it coming up right now, Raven. The nice blink in, the vac wall, and the slam to follow up. And of course, it was a double slam as well from Mac with the Refresher Orb. Couple more of those, John, and suddenly Wildcard, they could be in trouble.
That they could be. Again, they kind of went all in on this build for Yamson into the Daikon, so he's shifting back now for a full Abyssal Blade, Mikey. He's changed his mind on that E-Blade. Yeah, you know, he wants to scale now. We'll see. I mean, they know the refresh is down. They know Slam is down for a little bit longer. No Roche banner to simplify the high ground, but they are still strong. Just no secondary lives. Nemesis has shown, though, that their potential in this team fight is high. Back wall into high ground with slams, it does wonders. It's just a matter of, will Wildcard give that opportunity back once more?
We're trying to keep the siege creep alive a little bit longer here, Wildcard, as they do look to move in. You've got that one echo up, 60 seconds on the or rather 50 seconds on the Refresher Orb right now for Max, to see if they can buy enough time to have the double ready. I mean, one should be enough if you can get that big back again, but it seems like Wildcard this time are going to be very, very cautious about the way they approach this. Because you can just do this, like just let Yamson do all the work, give him the reset with the life train, and then let him run back in on his own. No need to group up or rely on RCY to do the work for you. Even Fade sitting back now, just in case. And the blasting from the low ground as well as speed. They're gonna jump in, Hex is out, they found Akashi! He's gone again! Eris will melt as well. They have buybacks available. Maybe waiting it out to see if Raven can make some magic happen again. They've got Yamson locked behind a Fisher. Borrowed time is still available though. He just won't pop it. There you go, he'll finally get it out. And we'll just blink away in the end. Jump in again, RCY. This time the Aeon disc will save Max. They'll try to jump in with the buybacks being committed. RCY in trouble. They'll get the hookshot in Akashi. Akashi cannot afford to die again. And he will be okay for now, but he's committed as BKB as the Echo Slam committed, but it's not enough damage. It's just not enough in the end. And the life drain from the low ground keeping RCY very healthy. There were a lot of attacks coming in, but they do nothing against the Decrepify.
Oh,
And in we
that's
go,
again.
Akashi is caught out. RCY, he's just too darn good. GG is called. Wildcard, they'll find the 2-0 victory up against Team Nemesis as the voice lines will come in again.
Oh, goodness me. Coming into the series, Mikey, we were talking about it. We expected Nemesis to be the favorites. They have a little bit more experience in their lineup. They managed to get some games off some bigger teams. Wildcard just got 2-0 wiped yesterday, and they rally here, Wildcard. Right? They bring out this style. They bring out these tanky side lanes. They give RCY a win in matchup every single time. Maybe less so in game number 2 for sure, as Mac was getting a little bit more in that shaker. But again, it's just the way they move around. I will say for Wildcard, like, all of them play their parts well. Of course, RCY stands out, but man, it's the supports that really shine. Speed and Bignum have been doing a lot in this game too, especially. Like, their positioning, their willingness to take these fights, knowing how to force out utility, knowing what angle to take, knowing how to connect with your cores. Like, they've enabled so much work here on the side of Wildcard. Like this movement out, Bignum just jumps in, forces out global silence for himself, allowing a little bit of a flank build-up as RCY is looking to jump back in. Right? Like, the way they move as a team from these supports is just outstanding out from Wildcard. And this is one where speed dies, but so does Akashi from time-lapsing into a Nether Ward that's about to expire. Tail end of that duration. And this is the one where it was just really awkward. Again, look at Akashi's position on the minimap. He's just clearing out the creeps when they take that fight. Nemesis just looked really disorganized in the series.
Yeah, Akashi definitely this fight. I feel like this was such an important fight too. Like, it should have been probably a pretty nice win considering how Max started that fight. But still, in the end, just was not enough as you just didn't have the follow-up damage. And, well, of course, Akashi not having the best exit plan either does end up going down. And it just got worse from here. Once they took that first Roshan, it was basically all she wrote. I believe we're about to get to see the 5-man Echo Slam committed here by Mac. Perfect setup from Raven, but the thing was, it felt like you were waiting the whole game for that. You know, it's just, the whole game was just waiting for that vacuum and the slam to come out, and here it is in all its brilliance, perfectly aligned. But you waited, what, 35 minutes to make that happen? It's just too long. The damage was already done. They were still 35k ahead after that fight that worked out for them. And here we go again. I mean, RCY just having no problem jumping in with the Scythe device, killing off whoever the hell he wants. They'll jump in with the slam this time, but you got speed to protect him. The life train just won't let him die. And it just look at the cooldown of the Decrepify. Like, he just keeps doing it. No attacks coming in from Akashi, and then he gets hexed up immediately. Nothing he can do.
No. Just very, very calculated gameplay coming out from the side of Wildcard. And again, all of them played amazing here. To be fair, again, Nemesis just looked like they were kind of disconnected from each other. Game 1 looked a little bit shaky. We were talking about Mac not opting to go all in his team would. This time around, he was much more willing to do that, but it felt like Akashi had different things on his mind, especially in some of these engagements. Later on, it did clean up, but it took too long for Nemesis to play as a team, whereas for Wildcard, we were seeing them play as a team for so long. Like, from laning phase into those, again, 15 to 18 minute fights, even before that,